All right, joining me now are former federal prosecutor and current chair of the Criminal Justice Department at the University of New Haven, Robert Sanders, and also trial attorney and media attorney, Dominic Romano. Now, gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for joining me this evening.
Good evening.
All right, so let me begin by getting from you, Dominic. Let me start with you. I want to get your impressions of the defense's case. I thought they were much more impressive today, certainly saved by Michael Van der Veen. He's the guy that came in and really gave some gravitas and I thought some real real person sense to their case. I want to get your impressions.
Yeah, the bar was definitely set low from the first day. It was exceeded today. But a lot of that video presentation was taken out of context. What you're hearing, the president just now declared this fate. Our fight is just beginning. So they showed clips of all various Democrats using the word fight, but those same Democrats did not have a history of deciding, for example, hecklers to be punched in the face.
Yeah, Dominic, let me stop you for a second because we're having some audio trouble. Every word is coming in and out. So I'm going to cut you off for a second. Let's work on that. And let me go to Robert Sanders and get his impression. We'll get back to you, Dominic, as soon as we have that fixed up. Robert, let me go to you, ask the same question. I want to get your impressions of the defense's case today.
Well, I echo Dominic in that they had a low bar in which to cross over and do better, and they did. They had a little bit more coherency to their arguments today, and they had a better focus. The focus really was that the House managers distorted the evidence, that the House managers attempted to bring in facts that were not facts in the timeline that they laid out, and that the commentary by the rhetoric by the former president was similar, if not identical, to the other individuals whose videos they showed. And as Dominic was about to say, the problem with that is context. Those individuals were not speaking to a ravenous group made up of at least 7 white supremacist organizations who had prior plans to attack the Capitol and got an incentive to do so from the former president. One of the things that came out, they didn't directly address the fact that the president summoned the mob. They tried to use that as a positive in the sense that the mob had pre-planned. Well, the only reason they pre-planned to be there at that date and time was because the president told them to. So, that then assembled mob listened to the president's additional orders, which were then discussed by the mob themselves in their own conversations amongst themselves on walkie-talkies and in cell phone messages.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's so many interesting points that I want to pick at and get deeper into. But right now, I do have to take a break. So you guys, please stand by. On the other side, we're going to continue this discussion. And please stay with us here on Court TV, your front row seat to justice.